What's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan, and welcome back to Green and Gold Games and my Let's Play of The Outer Worlds. This is episode number 10. What are you doing, cat? If you don't mind, I'm a little bit busy at the moment, so go lay down. When did I get a bolter pistol? Put it down. Oh, cat. Okay, so thanks to your introduction, Pravati and Junlei hit it off. Check in with Pravati back on the ship to see how things are progressing between the two of them. Happiness in a warm spaceship. Get new parts for the radiators. You need to get new parts for the radiator array to keep the Groundbreaker from overheating. And basically cooking everyone from the inside out. Junlei wants you to salvage the parts from the radiators from old machinery in the back bays. And of course, there's also another reason why we'd be going to the back bays. This one, who goes there? Hunt down and killed Captain McRed. Ah, there's a workbench. Secret. Miss Power. And we've got already 4 hostiles. It's sealed. So how do we get into the back bays?
This has been Halcyon News, your only source for...
Is that sealed? Song Jiang.
You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until we get those radiators fixed.
Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use the distraction. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
This ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change, that transition to command?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Back to my other questions.
You've got my attention.
We'll be on our way.
This is Halcyon News. For the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why...
Ah. Transition to back bays. Alright. I have have the feeling that we're about to get into some heavy shit here. Which is why it's a good thing I've got backup. Huh.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out,
But only room for one captain.
Neither is this.
Behind you, Captain!
So we found a flaw. Drug addiction. Nope. Moon tag. A lock-on flamethrower. Interesting.
Like to die first.
Man, so much loot. And there's still more enemies around.
I guess so.
rifle. What the hell is this? God, I have so much Adreno now. Plasma cutter.
Bullshit. You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
Here they come!
Put him in the dirt!
Fatality. Just looting it up here. The radiator parts.
Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Indeed.
It's so cozy.
Any more loot? Nope. Already get you guys. Yep. Alright, looks like that's it. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I got the parts for the radiators. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight man-to-pillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
And we're at level 10. Is that? That's a good point. Which means that we can unlock the second tier. There we go. Second tier. Okay, so that's unlocked now. Before we do that, let's complete this mission real quick. Let's see, what do I got? Bolter pistol, moon tag. I really don't have any use for flamethrowers. Couple of plasma cutters. And a pristine assault rifle. All that can go into junk. Alright, let's go complete this mission.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Good news. I killed Captain McRed, and I roughed him up before I did him in.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Thank you. Do you have any bounties available?
With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Okay. So now let's continue with this mission. Alright.
We are victorious.
Alright, let's keep going.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news.
Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Oh. Performing.
Bouncing off! That's the part! That's the last of them!
Well, these Mets pillars aren't giving up anything, are they?
System.
Cycle droplet pumps. Bam.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Thank you. Groundbreaker are now agreeable. Water drops. Engineer plus 15. Ooh, she's work. Very nice, pretty well. Do. Where's the medical bay?
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can help you with?
Let me see what you got for sale.
A better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station.
Cool.
Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you?
Nothing for now.
You have yourself a day then.
All right. Lost Hope. Vera.
This is Halcyon News.
A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger?
Let me see what you got for sale.
Nothing you need and everything you want.
Guess there's a free game. Or fair game, I should say. Okay, I'm looking for someone named Edna. And I wasn't paying any attention to it. I wasn't paying any attention to what Junlei said.
I was doing some maintenance on the radiators and found this lying around. You look like you need it more than I do.
Oh, there's Edna.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Sounds like it's time to... Wait. How are you cut off by losing one relay station?
Well, we wouldn't be utterly and completely blacked out, but we'd lose the majority of our comm traffic for sure. Ships and colonies on Terra 2 need a clear line from their communications towers to the Groundbreaker for the transmissions to make it through. If it's not clear, they transmit to the closest relay station, which stores the message, then passes it along when our orbits align.
What about the other auxiliary relay stations?
The others won't be in orbital range during the occlusion event. Isn't it some law of the universe? The relay I gotta rely on is, of course, the one on the Fritz.
Can't ships relay messages to each other?
That they can, and they do. But only between ships owned by the same corporation. No corp will authorize sending messages through a ship owned by a rival. And no corp will relay messages for the Wildcat freighters, not without charging them more than they'll make in a single haul anyway. That's why we're the message hub. The Groundbreaker's neither corporate owned nor board controlled. Our comms are neutral.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
What's in it for me if I investigate your relay problem?
You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station.
I could check out the relay. No need for official sign-off in that case.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
What do you mean?
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
You just let messages from Earth sit in memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
I'm off. So now we got a new mission, the Silent Voices. So our to-do list just keeps getting bigger, it seems like. However, it said that we can't leave the ship until we take care of this. We have to talk to Odin Bedford.
Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
Indicate that rates of time theft are on the rise. We urge all of our listeners to remember that lack of productivity is not a victimless crime.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
I really wouldn't know.
It must have been lost with Alex, then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die?
He died in an escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business, that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Again, I'm very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells, anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I'd know anything about Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table.
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
I can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
We're leaving. Alright, now we need to go back to investigating a distress signal on Terra 2. We've also got all this stuff.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
if you're trying to convince me to hire you, you're going about it all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
You're all over the place. Don't beg. Tell me why I need you on my crew.
Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want on your crew?
I haven't made up my mind about you. How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic.
What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Perfect. You're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
We'll see you in the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is. Thinking of tinkering at the workbench? I used to love watching Alex work. Now I like watching you.
Enjoy works? Alright, now that we're back on board, I'm going to call it right here for this episode. Next time around, we got a lot of shit to do. And until next time, this is the PackerMan signing out. Have a good one. You better like and subscribe or face the consequences. You have been warned.